Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have a good looking puzzle here. It's, as you can see, Fog of War, which is always wonderful. It's also by a setter I've not seen before, Proxy 14. And kind of the premise behind this is that they're starting a series of puzzles based on famous movies. So this one is called The Green Mile, and I think we can understand why that would be the case. So with that said, let's just jump into the rules of this thing and see if we can get it figured out, see what's going on. So normal Sudoku rules apply. Every row, column, and 3x3 box will contain the digits 1 through 9 once each. Then we have a German whisper loop. So there's only one green German whisper loop on the grid that only moves orthogonally, visits every box at least once, and never visits the same cell twice. Adjacent digits along this loop must have a difference of at least 5. So that kind of reminds me slightly of Megano 3-3's puzzles, but there is one and only one line. But this one is not exactly the same because this is specifically saying there is a loop. So this is some loop of a line. And it also states that it has to visit each box at least once and can't cross each other. So there are definitely differences there. It just kind of reminds me of that. That's all. So anyway, this is a German whisper loop. So however the loop works, we know what I just said. It has to visit every box, can't cross, can't move diagonally, etc. And the digits on them must be different by 5 when they're adjacent. So if this was a 2, this would have to be a 7 or higher, and then etc. down the line. Then we also have XVs, so digits separated by a V sum to, or X sum to 10, while digits separated by a V sum to 5. Well, this is an X, so these must add up to 10. Somewhere in this puzzle, we'll have a V separating two cells, and those two cells will have to add up to 5. And then we have fog, so placing correct digits will gradually lift the fog from the grid. Now, I don't know if this is dynamic fog or just normal fog. It doesn't specify in here, and it doesn't use the verbiage that a lot of the other types of fog puzzles will use to tell you specifically, but that's no big deal. It just means that we have fog. We just don't know the absolute specifics of how it's going to work just yet. So if we were to figure out a digit, let's say this one, then some fog will clear. We just don't know where it will clear at the moment. And then that will hopefully give us more clues that we can proceed with the puzzle. So with all that said, those are the rules. That's all the background of this thing. Link's going to be in the description below. Let's get at this thing and see if we can get it solved. So the question, of course, is, well, where do we start? I think I see, 4s and 6s is kind of my first thought, and 5s will also work as well, but I saw the 4, 6 first for some reason. We can't ever put a 4 or a 6 on either of these portions of our German whisper, because we'd always have to flank it with either a double 1 or a double 9. None of these guys can ever take a 4-6. That would tell us that at least one of these 3 digits must be a 4-6, and therefore these two must both be 4-6s. And then, of course, the easy other way to think about it is, where does a 5 go? Because you can't put a 5 on a German whisper, and you can't put a 5 on a next clue. So this is the 5. Okay. This is dynamic fog then, because this 5 in normal fog, if we had selected this, all it would do would clear this piece of fog. So it is dynamic fog. That's good to know. Again, it doesn't really affect the puzzle in terms of what's going on. It just means that we can have placed digits in some area, and then other things will start to clear themselves. So good. Cool. All right. So next thing would be, where do we now think about 5? Let's continue with the 5. Again, we can't put 5s on German whispers or on 10 clues, so this is a 5. That opened up like normal fog would do. We have a V clue. Good. We can use this V clue now to get into our German whisper. These must be from 1, 2, 3, or 4, because obviously the only way you can make 5 is 1, 4, or 2, 3. That puts a low digit on our German whisper. Now we know, because we can't ever put a 5 on a German whisper, and we have to have a difference of 5 between adjacent digits, that we're always going to have a high, low grouping. So every other digit is going to be low. So all of these will be low digits. We can just put them in, 2, 3, 4. And we can start to think about what digits can be 4s, like we were talking about previously, the 4s and 6s. These can't ever be 4s. These can't ever be 4s. This one could be a 4. This one could be a 4 as well, because we can put 2 9s in these guys, and if this German Whisper turns down, we could put 2 9s there as well. Same goes for this one. This could have 2 9s next to it. Let's put in the high digits and see how those work for us. 6, 7s, 8s, and 9s. Again, none of these can be 6s by base Sudoku. This could be a 6. This could be a 6. This can't be a 6, because we know that both of these are in the same region. Okay. What else? 5s. We can keep going on 5s. None of these are 5s, so this one is. And that clears up some more space. Good. Now, this German Whisper does turn down, which doesn't help us as much as if it didn't, because we still have the 4 clue available. I guess what we do know is that this is 1, 2, 3 of the low digits. We already have a 5 placed. We have an X clue that showed itself, so one of these two is going to be low. So that is all of our low digits plus our 5, so the remaining digits will be high. This can't be a 6. Actually, this just is a 6 then, because the 4, 6 pair looks in here. None of these can be 6, so this is. That clears more space. Good. Gonna say, do we know what this can be? Not necessarily. We know it just can't be a 6, 4, but it could be 7, 3, 8, 2, or 9, 1. 1, 2, oh wait, 1, 2, 3, 4 quad. This is a 1, 4 pair because it has to have a 4 on it, therefore it must be 1, 4 to add up to 5. And I guess, no, we couldn't have really said that. This is not 4 or 1, so it becomes a 2 or 3. And I guess what that does say is that this X clue now must be either 7, 3, or 8, 2 to take on the other low digit. This is one of them. The other one will be up here. I'll try not to sneeze here. One of these must be a 1 for this row, which means this isn't. Not super helpful there. We know this is the high digit because we said the 1, 2, 3, 4 grouping. Well, these are not 1s. Let's do that first. We push a 1 here. Okay, that opens up more space over here, but let's continue our thought. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, so this is the high digit. This is the low digit. Can't be a 1, so this one can't be a 9. Anything else we can say? One of these two is a 4 because of the 2, 3, 4 left over. I think we might need to continue on our German Whisper. Yeah, I don't see anything currently telling us what is what. So let's continue. Let's just do this one first, and then we'll jump onto this guy because he's got a lot more going on for it. So these have to be high, can't be 6 because this can't be 1, so 7, 8, 9. Now let's go over here. We've got a high digit, can't be 6 because that's not a 1. This 7, 8, 9 is on a German Whisper, so we were going to be actually make a reduction here. Normally this could be 1, 2, 3 because of the 7, 8, 9 pairings, but this can never be a 3 because 3 and 7 add to 10, but they are not 5 apart. The exact same thing is going to occur here. This must be from the 1, 2, 8, 9 pairings. So we have a quad of 1, 2, 8, and 9, which means this is the high digit because it's, well, we could have done that easily first. This is the low digit. Let's do that first. This is the high digit. This must be between two lows, so it must be a high digit. It can't be 6, 8, or 9. It's 7. Oh, that opens something way down here now. Interesting. This 8, 9 actually sees this. That's not 8, so this is not 2. What else we got? The 7 says this is not 7. Okay, the 6 and the 5 in this region have to go here. That's not really giving us anything specific. What what's left over here? Either 3 or 4, if we think about the region compared to the column. So we know it's not a high digit because we've used all the high digits. It must be low and it can't be 1, 2. All right, let's look at this German whisper then. What is this? It has to be from 1, 2, 3, or well, it's not going to be a 4, because we know it's going to do something. Oh, actually, that's not true. It could be a 4. My bad. Because this, yeah, duh. This could be 4 with an 8, 9, 4 with an 8, 9. I don't know that it goes straight or not, so we can't say that. So we have a 1, 2. Oh, we have a 1, 2, 3, 4 quad here. So this can't be 2 or 3. So it is 7. Therefore, this is 3. These are not 3. This is a 1, 2 pair, which means these are not 2s. That gives us a 3, 4. It looks back here to a 2. That 2 says this is the 1. So this is the 9. This is the 2. This is the 8. Good. This can't be a 1 or a 2 anymore. And we know now that it turns. So there's something. The 3 here actually tells us that this is the 3. We can get rid of these and put the finals in there from 4, 5, and 6. If these are 4, 5, and 6, this is 1 and 4. That 7 says this is not 7. Good. We're getting some things here. Is there anything else we can really say? Thinking about things we've opened up with German. This 3, 4 says neither one of these is a 7. So that gives us an 8, 9 pair, which says this is 7. Therefore, this is not 7. The 7 can't go with a 3, so this is 2 and 3. That 3 says this is not 6 or 7. All right, what else? We've got a 3, 4 pair. We've got an 8, 9 pair. This can't be an 8 here because of the 10 clue. We've got an 8, 9 pair, so this is not 8, 9, so this is the 6, 7. This is not a 7, so we get another 8, 9. Okay. We've got some things breaking down in here, but we're not quite there yet. Oh, this 4 here says this is 3. What are these 2 digits? 5 and 6. Now we can't quite determine what these guys are because we still have options. We can say there's a 7 down here though, and it's not this one, so one of these is. What are you? You have to be from 8 or 9, again, because of the 3. We don't know which one it is, though. This has to go low. 1, 2, can't be 3, can't be 4, because we can't put 2 8s. This has to be high. It can't be 6, 7, 8, or 9. Back down to low. 1, 2, or 3. Can't be 3 because of that. Can't be 4 because these can't both be 9. So we do get a 1, 2 pair. We're getting a lot of pairs here. We're going to wait until we can find something that actually works for us, though. This has to go back up high, and it can't be 8 or 9, so it's 6 or 7. Alrighty. This has to be low, either 1 or 2, because again, it's next to a 6 or 7. Now we might need to go into Sudoku here. Oh, no, wait, the 8 says this is 9. Okay, now we can let's go a little bit further now. That says this is 8, this is 9. That says this is 9, and this is 8, and this is 9, and this is 8. Good. That's not. So we got some there. What are these 2 digits? 2 and 7. We'll put those in. Oh, that 9 says this is 8, and now we do know what these guys are. They are 1, 2, and 4. 1 and 2. This is 4. Didn't give us anything. Oh well. 1, 2 pair means this is the 7 and the 2. Why didn't that clear anything? Hold on. Okay. That all seemed like it was good logic. This is either 2 or 7. This was 5 or 6. That 9 said this is 8. This has to be... Oh, I'm being slow again. Jeez. 1, 4, and 9. Jeez. Brain's not working too good today, I guess. Spent the entire day yesterday with the worst allergies in the world, and my brain's a little foggy, so I'll take that as the L. This 9 here says this is a 7. That does clear some things. That means this is the 6 and 4 and 3. That 7 says this is 6, which means these are both 1. This is 2. This can't be a 1, so this one is. Let's get rid of markings that we don't need so we don't confuse ourselves further. This, we now can continue on our German whisper. This has to be from 7 or 8. Can't be 6 or 9. The 1 here gives us the 2 and the 1. Might as well do that cleanup, and the 7 here. Okay, the 6 does see over here to 5 and 6. What else, what else, what else? Let's go down our German whisper still. This is going to be low, 2 or 3, because it can't be 1, can't be 4. Go back up high, 7, can't be 7, 8 or 9, can't obviously be 6. Now we know this thing loops, so it must go up here, because otherwise it's stuck in a corner, and nobody puts baby in a corner. This is low, it can't be 1 or 2, and it's not going to be a 4, so it is 3. Good. That forces 2 and 7 and 2. Almost got through here. This has to be a high digit, which is 8 or 9, and it can't be 8. So this is 9. That forces 4 and 9. Good. That 9 says this is 8. This is 7. I think we're right at the end here now, where we're going to pretty much just be finalizing Sudoku once we get through our German whisper. So what are you? Can't be 2 or 3, so it's 1 or 4. Actually, it can't be 4 because this 9 sees this, so this is 1. Go back up to high. Cannot be 6, cannot be 7, cannot be 8, or 9, so is 8. You have to go back down to low. Can't be 1 or 2, can't be a 4 by the 8, it's a 3. This has to be 9. This has to go back down low. 1, 2, and 3 are taken, so it is a 4. That clears out all of our fog. Now we can just get into our Sudoku, I think. Let's just see if we have... Okay, so none of these have actually been seen yet. So let's run through our Sudoku. Because I'm sure we're just going to get a bunch of digits now because we have so many things already done. This is 1. I think that was all of the 1s. It was. Let's go 2s. This is a 2, and this is a 2. 3s. This is a 3. And this is 4. I kind of like these ones where you're just doing cleanup here. This is 4. That is going to finally solve our 4-6 grouping. We can put our 4 in here, and we can finalize the 4s. This is not a 4, so this one is. Now let's get into our 5s. One of these two is a 5, so this becomes the 6, 5, and I think that's going to do enough to give us where we want to go. Actually, it turns out we've got an X-wing leftover of 5s here, but we'll solve those in a minute. 6s. This is 6, which is going to push the 6 here and here, and that's going to solve the 5 X-wing. That then pushes a 7 here. Let's go into just sort of base it because we've just down to single digits that are left in any row or column here. So this guy has to be 8. You have to be 7. You have to be 8 as well. And you have to be 9. There we go. Don't put me in the dark. I'm afraid of the dark. Oh, right. I forgot. This is based off of The Green Mile. Wonderful, wonderful movie, by the way. Almost 600 solves in 8 days. Yeah, this one was going to be popular right off the bat. So, love the puzzle. Love the concept of putting or making a tribute to motion pictures into a puzzle. That kind of stuff always, I enjoy that sort of thing just because it puts a little bit more into the puzzle. So anyway, really enjoyed the puzzle. That would turn out to be a fairly quick one, which is good, because I didn't have a lot of time today to get one done, so I'm glad of that. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this puzzle. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks a lot.